some hate it. They won't like my opinion. They say it's overrated. And choose 1 through 10, or it's A to Z. You good on any list, long as it come from me. This is a disclaimer and not a guarantee. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me. It's the perfect sense. The perfect sense. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me.
What up, people? Mr. Perfect Sense, hometown, Baltimore City. I'm gonna go check out my man Larry. What up, though? Yeah, let's go do it. Come with me. We have something really, really special for you right now. This is the Perfect Sense on the Move into the Community edition. And these are some of what we think are Baltimore elite individuals that you should know. And we can all get together and talk about things that will help benefit you or elevate your life. So right here, we're at a location, it's the DTLR satellite radio location, but it's the Unruly Studio. And I'm here with a special guest, and this is my man Larry. I was introduced to Larry, but I will let Larry introduce himself. There you go.
What up, everybody? Well, my name is Larry. What up? Actually, my name is Larry Cotto. I gave myself the name What Up because every time I used to see people, they ask me, they'd be like, Larry, what up? Right. And it's always something. So where we at right now is Unruly Studios, a DTLR satellite station. But downstairs we run the Brick Media, basically, a media company that I started.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's a little bit about Larry. He wears the title of CEO, which
CEO for the Brick Media and product manager for Unruly Records.
Okay. All right. And Larry is a pillar in the community. I'll actually tell you how I got introduced to Larry, which was a funny situation because a good friend of mine told me about a suit giveaway, a suit drive. And when I walked into the building, somebody grabbed me up, but when they walked away, Larry came over and Larry was like, man, come with me, come with me. So when I went with him, man, he just looked well put together. You know, he had it from top to bottom, he had the hat on. I looked at everything, I said, all right, he gonna get me right. And he did, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a fire suit and it was a giveaway. And I'll let him talk a little bit about what he does in that avenue, because we'll get into what he does as a person all the way around, so you guys can actually learn who Larry is and whether or not it will be beneficial to know him. I think it would, and that's the reason he's on the show today. So you also wear the title of producer.
Yeah, produce film, events, commercials.
Okay.
My latest is a documentary I did on Baltimore's music scene and culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually leading forward into some of the questioning that I had. He's actually, which is pretty good, because I like for things to flow a little more natural right here on Perfect Sense. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my channel. What I like to do on Perfect Sense, I like to help people with information.
Okay.
And anything that you can upgrade your life, which is health and wellness, product reviews, people. We're gonna get into a sector where we're doing marketing for different restaurants and things like that. So wherever we can help out in the community, anything that you can use to upgrade yourself, I'm actually into that. We actually into that on that channel. Okay. So I do have some questions here for you. Okay. Don't want to make it too awkward, but you know what I'm saying? We like to talk, get the information out there. So we've already gotten to the introduction of yourself and a little bit about who you are as a person. So one of my questions is going to be, what motivated you to become such a resource in your Baltimore community?
Well, I had went out on tour with an artist by the name of King Los.
Okay.
And I played dual roles. I was his road manager, and I was his hype man. Okay. And you know, we went from city to city. He told me, he said, man, you come out here, we're gonna touch soul all around the world. Right. We went from city to city, you know, doing shows, And as the road manager, my duties were to make sure everything on the road is right.
Right.
So, most of the time, if it's a concert or a show, I go in first. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that I get that remaining deposit. I wouldn't let my artists come in until I got the remaining deposit.
Right.
We go to the green room. Then I pray, and we go on stage. Right. That was the gist of the road management thing.
Okay, sounds interesting. Let me tell you, I've never been on tour with anybody. I might have went to a concert, but I can imagine the amount of mounting pressure that it would be to have something prepared for an individual before they can walk on stage. You the person with the yes or the no.
Oh yeah, I mean not even stage. You can't even walk in the building until I got the money in my hand.
The building. So that's a very important role, and I'm glad to hear that you made it through that and got motivated to do more things in the community. Because
I mean, that wasn't the only thing, right? So I think being the hype man, road manager was the thing. Like, it was sort of like I was a choreographer, a dancer. God gave me that. That's that energy, he gave it to me. So that's where my fan base and the friends and stuff coming at. But then, you talking about dancing. I choreographed for all the artists that came here. Paula Campbell, Boss Man, Davon, Tim Trees. You know what I'm saying? I was that choreographer. So Loso saw that. He was seeing that as we were coming up. He seen me performing and working with all these people. So he approached me. He said, "Yo, you ever thought about being a hype man?" I said, "Not really. But whatever you need, bro, I got you." Right. At the time, I was working with the Ravens. Prescott Brothers, LeBron McClain, Fabian Washington, Tom Zibikowski. Like, they were all my guys. Ed, everybody. They all my guys at the time. And during that time, the Ravens knew about Los. They knew he was just dope freestyle rapper. That's what they knew about. But they didn't know that how good he was, right? So he started coming around. And before you know it, when he asked me if I could hype, I never did it before, right? But I was like, you know what? Let me get into it. So everywhere we would go, if we go into a club, a lounge, a restaurant,
right there.
No, I'm in the car with the music. You already know what it is. It's your boy Larry Whaddup. We on our way to Red Maple. I got Prescott. I got Artemis. Who's trying to party tonight? Like, I'm in the car doing that.
Get yourself right.
Niggas looking at me like, yo, this nigga is crazy. But ain't nobody understand. Guess what? Didn't nobody say nothing with Walter Payton walking around with a football. Ain't nobody say nothing with Carmelo with a basketball. You know what I'm saying?
That's the craft.
That was my thing. It wasn't like I'm gonna be walking around with a mic. But everywhere, man, I was projecting my voice. Like, everywhere.
You were getting yourself prepared. Hey.
That was 2011.
Okay. So it's been a minute. I mean, that's what, 12 years?
Yeah, that's long.
12 years, 13 years? Yeah. Jeez. So, time flies, but I'm going to say that sometimes things just come natural. Sometimes we as individuals don't know how far we can go until we get in there, So
I think the part about where you asked me, why did I become a resource? That's what let me get back to that. So being out on the tour, on the road, I started accumulating all these different contacts and relationships. And it was always my thing. I'm not Robin Hood, but I'm the guy that, let me go get the resources and bring them back to the city, right? So when I did that, while I was out there, I noticed that I wasn't being paid what I was worth.
Okay.
And I think I was on probably like the 100th show, right?
Oh, man.
I mean, I got 125 under my belt with this one artist, but close. But I was at my boiling point. So after that show, I never went back out on the road. Came back here. I'm like, I gotta figure this out. And when I was on tour, I would always hashtag more than hype. People were like, yo, you're a dope hype man. You're a dope hype man. And I would like phrase the corn, like, nah, I'm not just a hype man. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of the business behind the scenes.
Yeah, because there's a stigma with hype men. That's what they are for, just to hype the artists up. They really overlook. Because a good hype man can actually, and I don't know too much about the music industry, but I have noticed that a good hype man can either make a show or break a show, because sometimes that artist need that motivation. And we all know about that front row love. You know, you gotta have in the front row of a concert when you on stage. I've been on stage before, but I don't know a lot about the industry, but I know that the artists look for that crowd.
So if we think about it in a car sense, the artist is the alternator. The hype man is the battery.
You gotta get them started.
Yeah, so I come out first before the artist come out, right? I'm getting the crowd pump, and then I introduce him. And then I'm out there for the whole hour set.
Man, I tell you, man, y'all gotta pay attention, man. Y'all got interesting people in the community. All right, so you kind of tackled the next question already.
Okay.
Which was, what were your toughest obstacles on your journey? But I hear that some of them, I mean, I don't know, do you have something that's a little tougher? Like, did you run into a roadblock to getting to where you were, or was it anything mental that stopped you?
Yeah, like one of my toughest obstacles was K Swift passing away.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So at the time, me and Swift was really good friends. Like I went to Kingsville Community College with her. But I got real close with her. And before she passed away, like I was like living with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had my space, but I would be with her on a consistent. But that was tough because she the one that got me here. And Quicksilver, they were vouching for me, telling Sean, yo, you need to meet this dude named Larry, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And I got the job with Sean, and then 7-8 months later, she passed away.
Man, such an unfortunate loss. We all know that K Swift was a staple in Baltimore. I mean, DJing, MCing, K Swift was the one. And I grew up, because I'm a Baltimorean, I grew up with K Swift. And that's who I look for on my radio, came to parties and clubs. That's who I look for, you know? And when she passed, it was unfortunate. And I was actually at a party when I heard that she passed, and she passed at a party.
Yeah, it was at her own house in a swimming pool. Yeah. I got the phone call from ADT. That's how close I was.
So as far as your work is concerned, when you do your projects, what would be the message or the general message that you say you would try to convey through your work?
So I want to empower, enlighten the people. That's
Empower and enlighten the people.
I want to educate, empower.
Empower, enlighten. People are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, right?
I was trying to figure them out. Yeah. That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. I mean, empowering people, man, and sometimes somebody needs that little bit of motivation. They need that just to be able to continue to move to the next step. And if they get that little bit of shove, Lord, let me tell you. So with me, when it came to even doing this right here, it wasn't like I needed a big shove, because God had been telling me to get with this for a long time. It just took a friend of mine who's behind Frisbee to just say, I'm gonna say, you know, it took Dirk to say, hey man, look, why don't you just come over here? It wasn't like he took the idea and said, hey, I'm doing this. It was just like, yo, instead of doing it on your own, come over here. And when he did that, he had the space.
Oh yeah.
So it presented the opportunity. Right. So it was just like, you know what? Let me go over there and, because when I get with my brothers, it creates a different atmosphere. I got with them, and then it was like, yo, let's do this. And then each episode I got into it better and better and better. So sometimes, man, you can just give somebody that little bit of motivation, or give them the space and the opportunity, and
I think my motivation, to be honest, man, is just saying all the people that I lost, and knowing that, I grew up without a father figure. Mother was running out of drugs for 25 years.
Man, unfortunately.
I graduated from Morgan State University. I got 2 businesses, and this is my office space, right? I did not let that predict my future, though.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that was my motivation, knowing that I didn't have anything to fall back on, right? Like when I jumped into this office space, I jumped out there. Like I got tired of telling people that I'm a businessman, I do business, and my office was at Panera Bread. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got tired of doing that.
Right. All right, so leading on to one of my next questions, I kind of got a gist of what the answer would be, but cultural-wise, what is it that you love about Baltimore? You can see love and hate if you want.
I don't have no hate.
But no hate, good,
Nah,
good.
When I used to eat chicken, the chicken box,
Chicken boxes,
the half and halves.
Half and halves,
I like
okay.
how my people say Doug, mother,
two.
father, two. I mean the waterfront, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type of stuff. The Blacks and Wax museums, the Red and Effluence museums. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm originally from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not from Baltimore.
Really?
Nah, I came here at age 2.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom was, left my dad.
Okay.
And we came to Baltimore. But I'm originally from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, man.
I'm a Southerner.
Okay.
The city slicker.
But you know what's crazy? I didn't know until I went to, I went down to DC and I met some people and they were going on my accent.
Yeah.
They was like, say that again. I would say something. Say that again.
Right.
Say one more time.
Right.
I'd be like, what? They say new. I'd be like, new. So they say two. I'd be like, two. They be like, oh yeah, you got a Southern accent. And I'm like, what? So I had to look it up. And Maryland is a Southern state.
Yeah, but
It's just crazy.
well, our accents sound like, was it London?
London. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they catch it, man, like that. And I don't catch it because I think they sound, country.
I ain't gonna lie, when I first realized that we do have an accent, I think I was in Black Bike Week in Daytona.
Yeah.
Man, where you from?
People stop, yeah.
Where you from, Baltimore?
So that's a little bit from Larry on the culture of Baltimore. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, brother?
5 years, hopefully producing, major films or docuseries, and definitely not at this building. I want a warehouse where I can really do some big stuff shooting inside the warehouse, similar to Big Homie.
Yeah, Big Homie, yeah.
Big Homie over there got it already.
Right.
But in 5 years I'll be 50.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hopefully my crypto out this world by then.
Yeah, me too. I'm waiting.
I'm waiting. Rocket.
Yeah.
I actually, working more with the youth.
All right, so I have an acronym, right? It's really not an acronym. It's more of just like an abbreviation. I say that you need the 3 P's to be successful. And get out your mind what you're thinking it is, but it's preparation, presentation, and perception.
Only
those are the 3 that I think you need to. I'm not saying
you don't need the 5.
What's the 5?
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Here you go. See, look. This is what proper preparation prevents poor performance.
That's the 5 P's.
There you go. So we need the 5 now. We need the 5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with that. But I do think that when you're doing something, preparation is key. Preparation is always key. Sometimes you can't prepare for the unexpected. Sometimes you have to just step out there and get your feet wet. But I think preparation, if you can prevent going out there without being prepared, then prevent it, I also think the way you present yourself or the way you present things to people, it's not just yourself, but it's the way that you present opportunities, the way that you, whether you're an on-time person, whatever that presentation is, you get that one chance to make that presentation to somebody and you don't know what kind of connection you can make, and also your perception. Because the way I tell people is, and I really don't want to get off topic, but the thing about relationships, with men, we're practical, we're logical. With women, it's about perception. And I hate to put it in that aspect, and I don't want to go into that, but women love the guy who they perceive a certain way, So it's all about perception, and we know women they're great in business organization. I mean, women are excellent for the system, but we all know that there's different types of relationships, and you need to just build on those type of things. So, proper preparation prevents poor performance.
That's the 5 P's.
So that's the 5. So that's what you need. I learned something today.
5 P's.
All right. So, we're gonna go ahead and not really end it out, but for this portion, I just want you to tell people how they can reach you or how they can do business or check you out.
All right, so y'all can follow me on everything Larry Whaddup. Whaddup spelled like W-H, y'all see right there, W-H-A-D-D-U-P. Yeah, that's about it. Larry Whaddup on everything, and thebreakmedia.com. You can follow me, keep up to date. And this not for everybody, but I still want to say it. June the 29th, I'm doing my final screening for More Than Hype film at the IMAT building downtown. It's actually going to be for cast and crew, so I'll make sure y'all come in to be able to do some interviews and stuff. But
cool.
Other than that, man, catch me out in the community, man. I'm knee deep into the work.
Okay.
Right. Wednesdays, Sharp Dress Man, come get a suit.
Come get a suit Wednesday, Sharp Dress Man. I did. So definitely, it's something that I definitely did. I also want to ask you before we end it out, I know a lot of people when they do these interviews and they talking to people, they ask you the questions, but do you have any questions for me?
Did you wear that suit yet?
No. Not yet. Not yet. I am in the that suit is actually in the cleaners right now. And I'm gonna get it out the cleaners. And once I get it out the cleaners, I'm gonna put it on. And you're gonna be the first one with a picture.
All right.
You're gonna be the first one with a picture. I'll put the suit on for y'all too. So y'all can see the suit. But Sharp Dress Man, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Larry for garnering that. And then I have another question because my hobby is fragrance and not just reviewing. I smell a fragrance on you today.
It's the same one.
Is it Baccarat? Baccarat.
Yeah.
All right, so look. I already knew because I could smell the fragrance on him.
Because you said
that it was
the same
Baccarat.
time.
Yeah, I said it last time. Yeah. So he wears Baccarat, so that's a refined individual. I don't know if you can smell my fragrance, but hold on.
Yeah. What's
That's
that?
Royal Oud by Creed.
Okay. All right.
So I have on Royal Oud by Creed today. Those are two niche fragrances, so we can see that this refined brother here wears nice things. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and do a live segment and let you see a little bit of what Larry does in his spare time.
Yeah, in my spare time. Come on, man. Let's go.
All right, so come on, let's go play some music, man. Y'all come on with us.
Come on.
It's heavy on my mind when I look at you.
Hold on, y'all.
And the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Taking back my days, boy. appreciate you guys coming out. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Right here on Perfect Sense. Stay blessed, be less stressed, and let God do the rest. I'm out.
Sound of this beat is so profound to me. It's so soulfully sold, so undoubtedly. He gave me these shoulders to put the world on him. Yeah, my kids on this rock, man, so I can hold them. God gave me these eyes so I can see the vision. Equip me with all the right tools so I can win it. Keep fasting and praying. Now that's the key. Put your feet in the sand and take a walk with me. Highly blessed and highly favored, and some are hated. They won't like my opinion. They say it's overrated. And choose 1 through 10, or it's A to Z. You good on any list, long as it come from me. This is a disclaimer and not a guarantee. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me. It's the perfect sense, the perfect sense. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me.